So yeah, that is the end of the Metroid Prime trilogy, spanning, I believe, what is it, like 5 years? And then of course this game came out in 2009, so spanning 7 years. Again, this is my least favorite out of all of them. I mean, I like the controls. I like how they remade the entirety of the first two games to be under these controls. I think they play much better. And obviously the games are actually much easier because you can freely aim all over the screen. But this game, I was expecting more. I was expecting, with all the big explosions and stuff going around, I was expecting a little more Dark Samus action. I was expecting a lot more stuff all just across the board. I felt that it was a little too linear and a little bit too showy as opposed to the other two games, but at least I will say it is a fitting conclusion to the trilogy as something creeps in from off screen. Yeah. Now, oh shit, it's getting closer. But I did like the detail. I did like a lot of the other stuff that they did for it, so it was good. And playing the trilogy again was excellent. That was honestly some of the most fun I've had all year, really. Probably the funnest part of this year was replaying these three games. So yeah. Now, who knows when they'll make another Metroid game, but if they ever do, and I watched them announce one this year, and this is all going to be redundant, but I would like Retro to make it. I think Retro does a great job, especially with the first person. However, I would like the game to be more in the style of the second game.
With the death of the planet Phase, Samus Aran's arduous fight against Phazon has ended. However, in the vast regions of space, this victory is just a twinkle of a star, spreading the light of hope through the darkness.
The Aurora unit having a little ending there. I would like it to be more like Metroid Prime 2. I would like it to have classic, iconic stuff like Metroid Prime 1, and I would like it to be as showy as Metroid Prime 3. I mean, I don't think there's any one game of the trilogy that is really like the best of the best, that takes everything from them all. I like the complexity of the boss fights and the locales in Metroid Prime 2. I like the controls and everything from 3, and I like the classicness of Prime 1. So who knows? I don't know. They let this series kind of fall off the bandwagon along with F-Zero and Star Fox, so I don't know what else to tell you. As much as I love Metroid, they kind of just let this one go. Troy Baker did voice acting for this game? No way. Who was he? I have no clue. I actually would have to look that up. I wish they told you. But yeah, I think, actually, coincidentally, I know this video will probably not go up today. In fact, I can guarantee you it won't, because otherwise I'd be uploading like 20 videos in one day. Today is coincidentally the day before my birthday. And I'm very happy because I think later on today, to celebrate, I'm going to play some Fusion. Won't necessarily record it, but I think I'm going to play Fusion. And maybe do some other cool stuff that I'll have fun with. And that'll be awesome. But yeah, I hope they announce a new Metroid. I always love it. Again, this game, the ending I think is a little bit more showy. I don't really like it as much because, the ending of Metroid Prime 1 was, okay, there was one part of the game that was, the actual fight against Metroid Prime where you use everything you've learned to beat him, and the same thing goes for Metroid Prime 2. The end of this game is kind of just like shoot everything. I mean, there's other stuff you can do, but really the Leviathan in the womb was more difficult than Dark Samus in her final forms. And obviously having all the energy tanks really helps out, I think, but, it's good nonetheless, but I wish it had the complexity of Metroid Prime 2, so that is it. That is it. There is nothing else to show. Regardless that I got 100% completion, there are no secret endings for this game. Samus can blast off for another destination, for another game that would come out 7 or 3 years later and be absolutely terrible. Well, it would be average, let me put it like that. It would be an average, bland game. That's it. Farewell, Samus. Except. Yes! And now this was never explained. And it still is not explained to this day, 8 years later. Mission final. Woo! Normal difficulty, 100%. Hyper mode active. Total time got run up probably because I was dicking around. No, do not save. Like the other three, I'm not going to save in case there's other stuff I can scan. If I want to try to get 100%. Just like the other two games, I know that well, Metroid Prime 2, I actually know that I have the logbook maxed out. But I mean, there's other stuff that can be unlocked if I were to go ahead and save over my file, but I want to do 100% completion, so yeah, that is it. As you can see, it didn't save my data there. Let's go to extras and let's see what the final couple of things are, if it's even unlocked. Probably not, because I didn't save over. Yeah, see? Well, I have a decent amount of everything. I don't know how to get green credits. That might be for beating the game on higher difficulties. But yeah, all the extra stuff, even though I could have unlocked it, I chose not to. Yeah, so all these require green. I guess green is for doing higher difficulties. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any of those, so there won't be anything I'll be able to buy. But yeah, that is great. We might as well go check out the Echoes multiplayer. I don't know why they re-included this. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh! That was great! That is the best ending ever. Oh my god, she splits in 4. That's what Echoes was. It was 4 Samuses all fighting each other. It was real weird. Well, look, it's the exact same menu. Holy crap. Well, I don't have a player 2, unfortunately, but that had to be the best ending ever, man. That was great. I did not expect that. I'm glad I checked out every part of this game, man. Alright, so that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Metroid Prime 3 and the Metroid Prime trilogy are completed under my belt. It was a pleasure to do both second playthroughs of Prime 1 and 2 and my first of 3. And yeah, this is actually, one last thing, this is actually what the main screen, what was it? The main menu for Metroid Prime 2 Echoes looked like. If you didn't see the GameCube version, it looked like this with the lights and everything flashing. It looked really cool, and as I said before, I thought this was the future, man. Like, I thought every Metroid was going to look like this, you know, super high-tech and everything, but, yeah, feels good. I'm really happy. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what the future brings. Hopefully the next 7 years are much better than the last 7 years for Metroid. And I mean, the possibilities are endless. So, Spray and Pray 1000 here. Very happy, very satisfied. I will see you guys at a future date for more goodness of the Metroid variety and beyond.